It's Emily. Welcome back. I know you're all excited to see me, or more importantly, you're probably more excited to hear about the wedding, which is the main title of this video this week. So I'll get right into it. As you guys saw in the preview picture, if you saw it, I did take a preview picture where I was wearing the dress. I'll put another picture over here as well. So I wore the orange dress I pretty much wore for Easter, if you guys saw that. On my Instagram and stuff, and I posted some of these pictures as well on Instagram. I took the day before Friday to get ready, and because I was kind of nervous and I wanted to try to get ready as soon as possible. So, I shaved my legs, tried to do a crazy good job because I haven't done it in a while, to be honest with you. It's been winter, and it's been kind of rainy, and it hasn't really been that nice out lately, except for like the last few days. The last few days at the end of the week last week was kind of nice, but after that it wasn't. But I did my nails. I did my toenails as well because I wore sandals. And I wore like the flowered necklace, as you can see, and just a couple other things. I worked really hard on my makeup. I got up early in the morning on Saturday and showered and did crazy amounts of stuff. But yeah, I felt really good. I ended up also wearing this blue shawl, and I wore that randomly because I originally wasn't going to. I was just going to grab a purple cardigan, and Ray's mom, my roommate, actually suggested that I wear that, and I tried it, and it looked really good, and she actually got it for me, so thank you. And yeah. So I was super nervous. I got super ready ahead of time. I felt like I looked good. I was like, okay, I look good. My mom got here, and she walks in, and she's like, "Your dress is too short." Of course. And I was sitting there. I was like I asked Ray. It was fine. My dress seemed fine. The dress came about an inch above my knee. I didn't think that was a big deal. Apparently it was. I don't know. But it didn't change. She said it's fine. It's fine. I felt it looked good. It made me even more nervous now after hearing that. So not only was this my first time in a dress going to see my family, apparently my dress was too short. So let's add to that. So I got in the car with my parents, and I went with them to Hull, which is where the wedding was, and on Cape Cod. And I got there, and I was super nervous to get out of the car. First, I was like, okay, I brought a change of clothes because I knew it was going to be cold. And as soon as I stepped outside, I was like, it had been 93 degrees the last few days. And of course, the day I'm wearing a dress that was too short, it was freezing. And by freezing, I mean 55 degrees. And that did not make it very fun. So I get out of the car, luckily there's some sun. I see some family I haven't seen yet, and they hadn't seen me except for these videos and some other stuff as Emily. So, there was some added pressure there. But I got out, and, I saw some people, I hugged, get some family members, the whole kit and caboodle. And, I started to calm down a little bit. It was still really nerve-wracking, though, going, okay, I felt like my dress was short because my mom had just told me it's too short. I'm like, oh my god, am I showing everybody the business right now? It's so I was kind of constantly pulling it down a little bit because I'm not used to that. But it's the same thing with shorts right now, because I have not worn shorts, girl shorts, that much. So if I wear a women's pair of shorts, they're much shorter, and for me it feels like I'm kind of naked. It's I feel like I'm pulling them down, and that's something to get used to, I guess. It's just something I've never had to deal with. But yeah, the wedding was great. It was beautiful. It was nice seeing the family and talking to them, and I felt an even keel, and I got a little better as the day went on. I ended up changing just because it was so cold. After a while, I was like, yeah, it's too cold to be wearing this. But it was really nice, and I saw my my aunt. My cousin Courtney's new daughter Kennedy, and she's super cute. I have some pictures here I took with her. One where we're smiling, and then one my mom took where she was pulling my necklace, and I didn't expect it, and then I made this face, and she's looking at me so weird. I don't know. She was really cute though, and adorable, and I loved her. My mom took her away, and I was kind of angry, but I didn't say anything. um, but that brought up a new thing. Um, the subject of kids. Because, you know, as I think at first I didn't want to hold the baby. I didn't want to hold Kennedy because I was like, I think for me it was like more like I don't want this feeling of wanting kids right now. Like, and I know I've always wanted kids, and for right now it's a tough thing to think about, because I know I genetically can't have kids right now, and that's because like when I started my HRT, insurance had yet to cover freezing your sperm, and you know, I couldn't afford it. It was something I couldn't do, but I didn't want to wait. I was just so depressed and stuff like that. I just couldn't wait. And I know I probably still could, but you have to stop for 6 months. And I feel like I've made so much progress. I cannot stop my HRT, and like, I really love being on it, and I feel so even keeled, and I feel so great about myself. I don't want to stop that for that. I know there's other, things about, like, you know, skin cells recently. I've heard I had family saying that, so on and so forth, and adoption. But, you know, it just gets to the point where I'm just starting my transition, and I'm almost 32. And, you know, I have wanted kids, and it's definitely something I've thought about. And holding Kennedy and standing there, I was like, oh, like, this kind of, like, really hurts, kind of. Just because, like, I don't see that in my future. And as much as I want it right now, and I mean, I don't regret anything I've done. It's just the fact that that was a price I had to pay for it, and you know, it's just something right now. I mean, maybe there's adoption down the line, but right now I'm not really trying to, you know, I don't think it was a possibility, and it kind of hurts. And like, you know, people are nice, and you know, they comment, oh look, you've got the motherly instincts on my Instagram and stuff, and it's like, that's great. It's just like that kind of like brings up a bad sore spot. Because I would love nothing more to be a mom, but I just don't. I don't know. It's just hard to think about when you're like going through this transition at the start, and you're not with anybody, and you don't know what that's gonna be like. You don't know how it's gonna work. You're not in your right job area where you feel like you could support a kid. It's just, you know, it's a lot of thinking. And for me, at least, sorry guys, I'm like playing with my hair right now. I don't know, it's hard to think about because it is something I've always wanted, and right now it just doesn't feel like a possibility, and maybe it will. And I guess right now it's just kind of a sore spot, and it kind of sucks, especially to not have, you know, be able to have my own children genetically, as far as I know. And I know they're doing great work, like everybody says, skin cells and uterus. They think they just did a uterus transplant in India this weekend. That was kind of crazy to hear. But I mean, like I said, I'm 32. You know, it just started. The time that gets, you know, solid and could actually work for other people, you're looking at probably 15, 20 years, and you know, I'll be 50. I don't think that's gonna happen then. Yeah, you know, it's just an interesting spot that came up. Like, but like, I love kids so much, and like, just holding that baby, it kind of like, it was fun, and like, I loved it, but at the same time, it hurt too. You know, it just, yeah. I'm gonna stop before I try to get too emotional on this. But yeah, like I said, that's definitely something that, you know, comes up with it. And, you know, it's something that hopefully a little bit down the road, not too far, you know, it's something I can work on or do, or if I ever find someone I could do or not. You know, it could just be something where I don't. I don't know. But it's just been something I'm reflecting on right now because, you know, I'm finally happy. I'm finally myself. So I feel like I can actually think about those things and want those things, even though I technically can't have them really right now. And I think that's something that I couldn't have thought about until I was this happy person. So they needed to go side by side, or this one needed to happen before the other one. But yeah, so the wedding was good. You know, the whole subject of kids, we'll go on that later. I'll probably, you know, do more on that later at some point if it ever comes up. That's just my inner feelings of what just happened and stuff. But yeah, it was great to see family. You know, Courtney, my cousin Courtney, my auntie Dawn. Like, you know, it was just so nice, and yeah, it was a good time. And you know, I miss my family, especially my auntie Dawn and my cousin Courtney and Kenny and stuff, and like because they live in New York and South Carolina and stuff, so I don't see them a lot. But yeah, that's it for this week. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you guys next week. And don't forget to subscribe and to watch any other videos you haven't. Look, guys, I didn't hit the mic. I'm amazing. Awesome. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Oh, and don't forget to like me on Instagram and follow me on Twitter. You guys are more than welcome to do that. If you guys ever are on there, like I post so many pictures all the time on Instagram, even when I don't do this, I'm not on a schedule. Same with Twitter and stuff and my Facebook. Yeah. Just they're right down below. You can look down below for the links for those. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Love you.